Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were released about 2 weeks ago, and in that time we've learned that the games have a lot to offer. Also, with Christmas coming up later this month, we should expect to see a good increase in the amount of players playing the game since they'll be receiving them as gifts. So what I want to do was a video talking about the 10 things that you need to do in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now I'm going to start with the most important thing that I feel will have the most lasting impact for the entirety of your Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon experience, and that is receiving the IV Judge. The IV Judge lets you actually see the IVs of your Pokemon, which is incredibly invaluable for competitive play, breeding, or just trying to make sure you're using the most optimized Pokemon in battle. Now to do that, you need to hatch 20 eggs, and the fastest way of doing this is going to the Well of Volcano Park. In the Well of Volcano Park, you can find a Magby or a Fletchling, and Fletchling will evolve into Fletchinder. Both these Pokemon have the Flame Body ability. Flame Body allows you to hatch eggs even faster. Also, there is the Roto Power, which increases hatching speed as well, so it doesn't take any time at all to at least hatch 20 eggs and then unlock the Judge. Now, what I also did was I just grabbed 2 Pokemon, grab a Ditto, grab a random Pokemon, head on over to the Pokemon Ranch, and then just go and hatch yourself 20 eggs. Doesn't take any time at all, especially with that hatching power. I was surprised at how fast I was hatching eggs, and that if I went 100% into it, I probably could have hatched all of the eggs before the Roto Lotto even ran out. So it's just a couple of minutes of work, and then you're good to go. After that, you head on over to the Battle Tree, you talk to this Ace Trainer right here, and then he will unlock the Judge feature inside of your PC, and then you're good to go. Now, what I ended up doing, just for a little bit of extra tech and min-maxing, I used Ditto and an Abra. Abra can have the Synchronize ability, so I was going for Synchronized Natures, which you can then use for farming legendary Pokemon or receiving other Pokemon with the correct nature in the wild. So kind of doing 2 things at once. So kind of knocking out 2 Pidgey with 1 Rock Throw on this one. I think that worked out pretty well. Next up on the list, we're going to go for the Poipole Reset. So if I pray to Arceus that if you have already beaten this game, that when you were offered the Poipole, you declined it. That you can come back and get Poipole anytime, but what you needed to do was say no, come back in the postgame when you're ready, and then you can soft reset for the Poipole. Now this has many advantages. Naganadel, it's a pretty good competitive Pokemon, and you're just receiving it for free, so that's pretty good right there, but also it can be shiny. So if you want a shiny Poipole, that means you're just going to have to soft reset in front of the Ultra Recon squad for a while until you get it, and also this is where that Synchronize comes in play. Get Timid, get the Timid Poipole, that's going to be a pretty nice Poison Special Sweeper right there, and it also is guaranteed to have 3 IVs because it is received as a gift. If you need to get any more, then you just get to level 100, Hyper Train it, and boom, competitive Poipole. Also, people might be just looking to trade for it, so not really too much work, but soft resetting the Poipole is something that I'm reminding you to do, something that you need to look out for when you're playing through the game, and also something I feel needs to be done in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Number 3 on the list, we have the Pokepelago. The Pokepelago is invaluable for the amount of resources that it gives you. Pokebeans, the Rainbow Pokebeans, actually increase the amount of experience your Pokemon get during a battle, so by farming up the main island, you can actually get Pokebeans, which help get your Pokemon higher levels in a shorter amount of time. Also, the Berry Island is absolutely insane. You max out the Berry Island, you just keep farming berries, and that's going to be able to give you Friendship Berries, EV-reducing berries, Lepa Berries, unlimited citrus and lum berries for competitive needs. Pretty much, berries are super useful, and you can just, by doing it every day, or even every other day, or even every once in a while, maybe once a week or something, you're going to end up with more than enough berries for anything you might need them for. Also, you can use the Cave Island to get all the evolutionary stones, as well as maybe even gold bottle caps, so that's going to help out right there. So just by investing a few short minutes every day into your Pokepelago, you're going to be able to have insane amounts of returns and usage. Also with the EV training, just passively EV train or level up your Pokemon that you're not doing anything with. You can do up to 18 Pokemon at a time, so you might realize a couple weeks from now, dang, I just saved myself hours and hours of work because Pokepelago was doing it for me. Now, to level up your Pokepelago, I recommend leveling up your Isle of Plenty first. That gives you all the Pokebeans. Use Pokemon Bank or just catch wild Pokemon to fill up your box requirement, and then you're good to go. Also, like, if you're trying to get the Shiny Charm and you're catching all the Pokemon anyways, that's go fill up your box, you go into Pokepelago, and then you are good to go from there. The next thing you can do is pretty fancy and pretty expensive, but it's also a really fun thing, and that is getting the complete Kommo-o outfit set. Now, it costs 2.4 million Pokédollars, so that means you're going to be grinding the Elite Four for a while to make as much money as possible. Now, the Roto prize money can make this pretty easily, and you can make like 800,000 Pokédollars in just one championship run, which can take under 20 minutes if you're good at it. So that means in an hour or 2 hours of just proper grinding with the right powers, you can afford this. And the armor set looks amazing, to be honest. And I feel it is money well spent because people know that you spent a ton of money on it. Also, it looks good. That the names are cool. We have the Greaves. We have the Tassets. It actually reminds me of Bandos from RuneScape because we have this combative armor that is named appropriately, shows off incredible wealth and style. So I think it's pretty cool overall. Number 5 on the list is shiny hunting the Ultra Warp Ride. Guys, this is one of the most fun and satisfying and also doesn't even take a lot of time things to do in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. If you have never caught a shiny Pokemon, if you think it is too hard, that shiny Pokemon are too rare, just try to grind it out. You should be able to get a shiny in under an hour, maybe even under 30 minutes, or even in your first couple of wormholes, and it's a really fun experience. Also, you can kind of set up competitive Pokemon pretty easily with it as well. Again, synchronize the shiny Pokemon. Boom, shiny competitive Pokemon. I think it's just a fun, fulfilling experience that everyone needs to try out, and if you haven't caught a shiny Pokemon yet in Pokemon, this is going to be one of the best ways to do it. Another pretty simple thing that everyone dabbles in that I feel just needs a bit more commitment is Mantine Surf. Mantine Surf is really fun to master. It's also just beautiful. You know, you get to have fun, surf on the Mantine, rack up some points, and by going all the way and mastering top score on all 4 islands of Mantine Surf, you get a surfing Pikachu. So, I mean, it's worth grinding, it's worth getting skill at, and it's worth taking all the way until you've completed the challenges and then ending up with that. I just think it's a fun experience and a nice little bit of gameplay that is very rewarding. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon also gives you battle points at a rate that is higher than the battle tree. So if you need to get quick move tutors, some quick competitive items, Mantine Surf will pay off wonderfully. So I think that's something awesome that people should be trying out. Next up, if you want to get some lucky eggs, you can actually get extra lucky eggs inside of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and that is through the Chansey SOS. So if you're already grinding up like level 100 Pokemon, I recommend you just bring a Pokemon with Thief or something. That way you could potentially steal lucky eggs off of the Blissey. Now, Blissey has a small chance of appearing with a small chance of holding a lucky egg, but I mean, if you're just grinding through it, you might end up with one, and these items are incredibly valuable since they will increase the experience rates on your Pokemon, which also helps when doing future Chansey SOS battles. So if you're going for that craziness right there, it's a really good item that you should be aware of when obtaining. Next up on the list, collect every Totem Sticker you see, because there are some awesome Totem Pokemon that you can receive through that. An oversized Mimikyu, that's cool. There's also a lot of people that have like Lurantis hype out there, Cutiefly hype. If you want to get those Pokemon, you're going to need to fork over a lot of those Totem Stickers, so just collect them when you see them. Also, what you can do is just look up a guide. On Cerebi, you can find all of the Totem Sticker locations with a nice little picture kind of showing you where to go, so that's going to be pretty helpful right there. And you can also see the list of the Totem Pokemon that you can receive as well. Another cool thing about the Totem Pokemon is that Synchronize works on them as well. So if you want some oversized competitive Pokemon that look pretty cool, not really that difficult, all you have to do is meet up with Mr. Oak on Hihia Beach with enough Totem Stickers, and then you are good to go. One of the last things that you need to be doing is understanding all of the changes that happened in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and checking out the new movesets of 7th generation Pokemon. The move tutor was not in Pokemon Sun and Moon, it's in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so that means move tutor moves are now available for all of these 7th generation Pokemon when they didn't have them beforehand, and people are talking about a lot of really cool things. We got Last Resort on Type Null, we got Stack Attacka with that skill swap, so you can skill swap Beast Boost just like that on a Trick Room scary tanky Pokemon. Also, not only were there tutor moves for 7th generation Pokemon, there's also some other egg moves and craziness like that to look into. For example, Oddish gets Strength Sap. A lot of Pokemon get Strength Sap, and you can use that to absolutely destroy opponents, and some Pokemon even double dipped. So we have Rabombi. Rabombi got move tutor moves that are going to help out its utility in doubles, and also got new egg moves like the Powder and the Sticky Web. So you got some researching to do, and then that's going to change up a lot of competitive things that are going on Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I think it's really fun just learning about all the deep stuff that's being changed in the Pokemon game. So if you thought a Pokemon wasn't really that great in the 7th generation, take a look again with the move tutors, and maybe you'll find something that you want to use on your team. And then the last thing to do is receive a second legendary Pokemon. So just like in Pokemon Sun and Moon. You can go to the reverse world, go to the Lake of the Moon, Lake of the Sun. There's going to be some shenanigans that go down, and then a Cosmog will appear. And once again, you can soft reset it. You can go for another competitive Pokemon. My recommendation is that you just trade it, because unfortunately, if you have Pokemon Sun or Moon version, it doesn't matter if you go to the reverse world, it will always evolve into Solgaleo or Lunala if you already have a Solgaleo Lunala, but then you just trade it away. Get Pokemon Ultra Moon version, trade one of those for Solgaleo, boom, you're done, good to go, just like that. And also it does give you like a lot of opportunities to soft reset for the right competitive legendary Pokemon that you're looking for. But just a nice little reminder that this can happen in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon as well. So there we go, guys. Hopefully you find some fun stuff to do in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. If you haven't played the game yet, if you're working on playing through the game, if you've already beaten the game, maybe you found something to do in this video and it helped you out. If you did, leave a like, comment, all kinds of fun stuff like that. And most importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.